Okay, start the engines before you undock.
Sunglasses. There.
You start. Hello, this is Captain Jim. Safety check, we have to unlock this. It's a helm that contains safety gear. You can open it. So the camera can go down here, but flashlight, fire extinguishers, medical kit, throw floats, and anything else that may be. Check out. Come on, take it, dog bucket. Worry about that. Here, you can- the telltale is discharging water, because if it's not, then you water filled with die. Easton. Water, check, cell phone, check. Was. Excellent. Now. Where's your?
Yeah.
Okay, from the cast off now.
You're ready?
How to untie?
I think so.
In case the wind blows it away. It's dark.
Are you taking it off or leaving it on and going? What about your? Oh. Yeah, it does, honey. Both, but I have to much there. I can-
Are you okay, Jim?
Which Jim?
You. JF. You are.
You're moving. See,
You said slow as your friend.
that's.
Part of it. Oh. So we'll go up to Creek first. Number 25 is the one we want. Can you see the number? Can't-
Yes, I can see it.
Walkway, but they finally put it on the front of the dock.
Yeah.
Coming up on the right is the Oakville Powerboat Club. And in 2017, we had a flood on the creek that prevented any of the boats being launched because cranes couldn't get onto the land due to the soft soil. Consequently, the town of Oakville was helpful in providing funds to rebuild the seawall along the creek bank.
The soft. Boats. They didn't get it until August. So the next year, they put down all the seawall, built the new steel seawall.
I would call it. Know the water is always.
That's fine. So see that sign up there? Hard feeling up beyond board.
And next to the Powerboat Club is the Canoe Club, which is also the home of the Olympic training for their rowing people. And our member of parliament, Adam Van Koeverden, was one of the Olympic rowers we used to
Forget
watch
what
on
side
the
the
creek.
tank's on. On that side, I'm pretty sure. Okay. First trip of the season. Yeah.
Do I throw something?
Oh, he'll grab us.
You okay?
There's a rope right here.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good.
Just keeping it warm for you.
Okay, we'll all get off. Well, I'm doing a Zoom meeting with my camera. So do you mind being photographed? No, I don't mind. Wave to the camera. Okay, I'll go back here. I'm just gonna get a picture of people disembarking. In your table. And Steven said we're on the tab. I
Yeah,
don't need a credit card.
Something needs to be signed.
Okay, I'm coming off. Just want to get this.
I think it's two, like, 20 or something. Yeah.
You warm enough? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. You know how far they go though, like the rain, like, unless you don't want to stand at the back. It's harder to talk to everyone.
Well, can you see them?
Yeah.
Try to, try. You need me to sign anything?
No, we're good, actually. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Okay, all aboard.
Are they? Clients?
Off. All right, today.
Thank you.
Start. Setting the camera.
Oh.
I don't know if we're gonna hit it. Actually, I'm gonna cover that. And so it faces, where we want. I'll come to you.
No, do you want me to turn it?
Yeah, we have to stand.
Or do you want me to steer the boat?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we'll look at where we're going instead of where we've come from. Oh.
so I'm just gonna straighten it. Oh,
So, Look for the swan's nest, they're usually down in there. If there is a pair, and I think there's not a pair. What's the black plate? Black plate. Oh, that was a log room, but we used to go across there to have weed. So they didn't want people driving into it. But since the flood, all the boats that were here got washed down into Lake Ontario. Oh, so they haven't reestablished docks. And people say to me, what do you got streetlights here for? Why would you light up the creek in the middle of the night? What happens here? But that's one of the best fishing holes. They had to do right here. Yeah. Like, it's kind of light and deep there. It's good for the biggest rock. I don't see any nests back.
There's some, mallards.
And one time, have you seen the movie Signs with Mel Gibson? Those aliens? And there's crop circles in the land. One day I came along here when there was supposed to be 5 crop circles. Really? So I had some kids on board and I said, what do you think that is, kids? And I said, have you seen the movie? No, but the character said, yeah. You know that's about aliens. And they said, aliens? Where are the aliens? We want to see the aliens. I said, well, really, they only land at night. We're not allowed to dive. Yeah, a creek at night because we don't have headlights. Street lamp, right up.
Somebody do think that building down there.
There's one there, kind of. Just a wind effect. Yeah. Ever get that in the fields?
The 16 Mile Creek Valley is a natural world unto itself, even as it passes squarely through the suburban Oakville near Upper Middle Road West. In winter, active waters surge below an icy crust, and often the highest water flow zone thins out or melts altogether. The haze of brown deciduous tree branches hides their time in anticipation of spring, as scattered dark green eastern white pines soak up the sun from the hilltops. A view from any of the lookouts onto 60 Mile Creek is sure to inspire and amaze at any time of year. The picturesque landscapes, deep gorges are the stars of the show, capturing our hearts and imaginations. These deep ravines of 16 Mile Creek and its tributaries are all a testament to the powerful influence of flowing water. The chasms were carved out by erosion starting more than 10,000 years ago, where glacial meltwater began to cut through the surface soils and underlying rock formations. In the thousands of years since then, water has continued to further refine and ultimately define these grand chasms through gradual erosion. There's a rich diversity of wetland, valley slope, and upland ecosystems, from riverside marshes and willow swamps to sugar maple mixed hardwood upland forests. These diverse habitats are home to some 14 mammal species, 33 fish species, 10 reptiles and amphibians, and 77 resident breeding and or migratory bird species. And all this without considering the vast watershed lands outside of the ESA, which stretch north to encompass magnificent natural lands such as parts of the Niagara Escarpment, Hilton Falls, and Kelso conservation areas, Scotch Block Reservoir, Speyside Resource Management Area, and parts of Halton Regional Forest. in addition to a plethora of farmlands, urban and suburban regions. 16 Mile Creek is so significant in its own right that in the 50s it was set aside with its own 16 Mile Creek Conservation Authority before ultimately being brought into the fold of the Conservation Halton.
They are for. They own the land down here.
I mean, water. Or don't have dogs, because it's too much.
Yeah. But there's another one there.
So to determine what they are, I did an experiment. I timed how long it takes to go from one to the other. I did a distance.
How much is it?
Yeah, it was a few meters.
And the way that they have. But now, of course, but it's really going to be an odd enough.
So I got a odometer on my phone. Yeah, so we're going 7 millimeters an hour. And it takes so many seconds to go 100 of those units. So I divided by imperial and I divided by metric, the metric.
It's, that's 7. 7.
If I know kilometers.
Yeah, but when did they put it in? When did they put those up?
Last Sunday.
From then point out. Automatic.
Oh,
They are. How long?
I'll give you a hint. There's a liquid.
That's the. Right. I know my word. Really?
It's not hard. So one night we came up here and we moved it.
Oh my God.
They're all so excited. Next morning, they said, we beat the Olympic record. We beat the Olympic record. I said, hey, I said, tell on the press just yet. That's something to tell. The market last night. So Wendy, who was a partner with Stephen, who was a charity, she has a charity for disabled different points and different outcomes. Bond boats, catamarans, whatever you want to call it. So there's another one. So they get 20, 40 people. Those boats. Quantum male is very more powerful. Well, that guy was talking to the church who I'd seen at the pollinator event. I said, hey, you built your pollinator yet? He says, no, but I got great pictures. He's got these Baltimore Orioles. He's got this yellow finch. He's got all these colorful birds, bunting, blue bunting. Yeah. In his backyard. Like a George, get out of the way. Tell the kids that if I drive over that bird, it goes through, guess what comes out the other end? Duck soup. Yeah. That's, oh, yeah. Yeah, not that bad out. So William Jittle will make the brother. That's dams along the stream and not generate electric power, but do a grist mill design drain. So imagine a wall, the first wall across here. Just there's a picture of it on my website in my book. So they dammed up the creek here. And so they had the head pond up there and then the mill over here on the right. And they would try drain. About 1830.
Oh, yeah. No, no.
So, and the blaze of color. Tell me the answer to this question. Why are there deciduous trees in this valley? And go, you might see a white pine see up there on the top of the bank, but nothing on the slopes of the bank. Anybody?
One massive soil loss. They have completely wrong. Because this is too much shade, they don't have all the going out. Yeah, even the fifth aspect gets over inside, right? So it's all. I don't know.
So it's turbid because of all the silt. But it's not to be fixed up, so kids fall out, they can swallow half a dozen mouthfuls of water. And we're fine. You may want to shower with them. Yeah. But it's good comfort for the fish, that's why it's great for fish. There's a boy coming up to show where the guy was supposed to keep to the right of boys, but they wanted to follow really well.
So if you know they, yeah, no.
Government, that's the purpose. On, on. Oh,
Okay, fine.
that's a better place to put it, but I'm not.
But make it the both side, make it on the street and here. Well, it's in a nice place. The kids here look at them,
These people, they like to sit on the dock, you know, and have a drink. Because they don't like running up and down the stairs, so they got two stairs in the chapel. Oh, you'll sabotage them. And they're down at the dock and their drinks are getting empty, because I'm like this. There's dog feeding up stairs, back door. And one dog holds it open, the other one goes in. So the other one follows it. This one goes up to the fridge, so there's eight. There's light, holds it open, takes the beer out, puts it in the saddle. They take turns, fill the saddlebags, and run it back down.
big that's not your make.
Well, if you believe that, I got the front line recorder for you. Person first, you do it in every stop.
No,
Or I tell the kids, I have to get asked the caregivers or parents. So when I tell those kids, spend the story, some use that, so it's not over 12. There's a creek launch that goes on from here from starting from. It's 20 feet long, it's half alligator. Whatever, and so there's no. Go back, look at the news. Last time someone had their head bit off by a snake, and you had something years ago.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's like. Right. But then those that many here.
Yeah, that's a comment.
Yeah.
So over the years, I disappeared, we've seen beaver, and then. It's the other one. It's the red fox. I think the environment is losing species.
Yeah, it's good. It's cloud, right?
Yeah, and this is all managed by the town of Oakville, or the conservation authority, but they consider it, like wetlands or wildlands. They're not manicured or harvested, they're not for public use. But they don't do anything. Over here, we documented a span of clay fighting, which is an invasive species.
Oh, yeah.
The smaller one here.
This one, yeah, that's last.
Yeah. Unless it's, I didn't want to so low there. I've never seen it, it's low. Anyway, I haven't seen any of the blue herons, which is kind of like some of them have it. Picture of it on the side of the road.
It feels not so chilly back here now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't feel the wind.
but you know, when you keep it drives to them and you can play them on, yeah. And that's now. The clouds are really.
The weather forecast, so
It's awesome.
not clearly.
It's awesome.
But one time I had, Val and I used to help with therapeutic riding for, say, the anyway, the instructor, I said, why don't you get a bunch of stuff like this? I said, why don't you come down to our charity and have a boat ride for the Mullet ride? So they came down Saturday and the boats, one with gas station frozen. So the way you check the gas is you look at the tank, it's a translucent plastic tank. And you shake the boat like this, and you'd see the gas stuff going like that. Okay? So, what's his name? It's hard to live me. family. And we're going to teach him how to fish. So we get kind of up here and we start got the engine off, started up again. Stop. So. Check the gas. So, Larry. Dog next there. Yeah, I'm just bringing the sample in. There. Now. Like, we went up 16 Long Creek and ran out again. We had to be towed back. They'll remember that.
Yeah, that's an exciting. Yeah.
So. Like, well, we get back there, so Johnny called me the next day, he says, Jim, there's, wasn't. Somehow the sun was in the right direction, past the shadow, on the other side of that tank, we're going like this, I can't about a week. For a week, bro, wasn't. But why it wouldn't start again? I don't know, maybe sometimes it's from the primer. Anyway, the engine was fine, they put gas in it, and started right up. Any other swans,
No,
so they're very territorial. So for 20, we had a pair that Larry said came here in 2000. But in 2020, well, they have babies every year and maybe 3 or 4, and maybe one survives to adulthood by the end of the summer. Whatever. But I'm saying, you know, a couple of times those swans tried to take over. But I saw this fight. The parents went after these invaders and kicked them off the creek. So then we wondered, like, how long did these swans live in the wild like this? I think that's 20 years is pushing. So for a year or so, I didn't ride that. So I didn't see swans that often. And others happened saying, "Yeah, we haven't seen them much." So now you've seen one. Yeah, we haven't seen 2 together, but they may be one's on the nest and one isn't. Back there. When we were talking into Lawrence, the stranger that I haven't gone over him is now a member of Parliament. So, Milton. There's a boat here, I don't know which one. It's owned by a guy who's going to look. I guess it's going to be running for 10 years. He pays to have it stored in the winter, clean, put it in the water in the summer, exercise, whatever. And its name was Floating Interest. We think it's an account that they might do that. This is the tax.
Possible. Stop it, get it all stopped back, and come back, and come out, bring it out, restart.
Yeah, power is there.
Wow. I actually don't everything. They're bumping on rope.
Andre drove a tank in the Ukrainian. Andre here, one of our captains.
Oh,
Wait. So he brought his family over. He's an architect. His wife's an architect. She could speak English. She got a job right away, one of the biggest architects in the area. But he couldn't get a job doing anything. But he loves fishing, so he'd come down and we got a whole fisherman who was just a member of the club. So they go fishing all the time. Andre wanted to learn to speak English. DJ says, "No, you better be quiet. I'm scared of you." So they were fishing all summer.
yeah.
Anyway, he's learning English now. Stop. Some kind of job, I think. So we've been hiring him, Stevens, through the charity, has been hiring him to drive in. And this is a, this is the, 25, yeah. So that's a scuba diver that they take people out to near Niagara Falls, when they're playing back in the 60s. And they go down on diving to see if they can find them to go to, they do it.
Oh,
No, in the Lake Ontario, near the Niagara Falls is up there. The river. It's near York, I think it's all Yorktown, New York. Where was it? In mid-60s. So I tell the people, they still go down diving, going deep in jewelry. I say, that gold, jewelry, gold deep is all gone. But there's another story about that. 1963, the year after the crash, there's no more gold.
yeah.
There might be a stone. So this is the quiz I give the kids. I said, this is it's not a boat club. It's a fitness club. And the three sections in the middle is a port. And you have to tell me what game it is, but sport, because it's a most popular sport in Canada, where people would pay a lot of money to be members. What is that sport? Yes.
Right.
The indoor park, it's got
Oh, you mean the
inside,
yeah.
we've got outdoor tennis, so it's not tennis.
Wow.
Somebody wants to go downstairs.
But what else is there? Pickleball. No, that is not.
Back to the beach. Yes, that is the hand of the most popular sport.
I never did.
See it in the Olympics every summer.
Actually, I used to, I see that it's right there.
So when I told Faith about that, she says, "Oh, I want to play." So we were at one of these Goodwill stores. They had two badminton rackets with no shuttlecock for $1. So we bought that, with no net. So we went out in the backyard and we had a pet card. It looked like a little bird. Yeah. So we whacked that little bird with a badminton racket. Took on 10 minutes and then got thrown. So this is the Coast Guard, and see the dock is vacant, so the boat is out on patrol or something.
Yeah.
It's not here now. Or do you have, some,
The postcard, anything about.
and that's the reason we're in, the office, because
Yes, actually, I like. Yes. I got more out of that.
well, it'd be nice to go into that Ireland House, which is, I'm not sure what that is there, but maybe it's more the story of the original family and oh, it's nice and calm. We've been doing it like this though. Hey, Jim? Yep. It's nice and warm now.
Not bad.
Well, let's wave to our friend in CN Tower. Once we get beyond this.
Have you seen?
You know, how high the water is down. It's
Yeah.
normally that seawall is voices. They said that water's twice as low. See that sign with you? They originally aren't coming. Never see it until it's out.
Oh. I go down to think that I think that around here, there's some street on Ireland. There are three islands on there. Five thousand, three islands.
This is October, the original lighthouse was at the end of the year. And when the electricity came, they were working. Saw. Well, but it did do that, I had some change last year, we sleep for here.
But it's that side, I think.
Well, anyway, when they got electricity, they didn't want. And one.
Yeah.
So they took it on a barge down to here. And the story is there's a ghost. Oh. Light on the cylinders and the roof trying to get. So I climbed up on that roof and patching the roof. It was, which was whatever it had. Just finished patching it. Lightning fell dead. So I was close on some. Now look over here. This is customs. You remember about yard. You got to declare custom. See that sign?
Yeah.
Please submit your form here. Please call this number.
Oh, I see. We don't.
This is a legal port in Canada.
Really?
It is. When William Jets this guy inside his house, it's not the problem. Here's where they'll do Northern Willingham, where they do boats from it.
The both things.
No, but so we're gonna dock, so I think,
25.
you know, if I start getting away.
Well, I can go out.
Well,
It's
just,
on your side.
okay, I know, so if the wind is going this way, it's gonna blow me that way. I think I'm just gonna pull in to the opposite side, get out and walk it around. Not that I try to do any fancy, fancy. So which one is 18, 19?
This is 20.
It's too hard to try battles.